Hello, mate. I'll be. So how am I getting a fine for something that's compliant? That's because this is wrong. Do you know what I mean? This is registered as a motor caravan. It's not a commercial vehicle. Way that this is a builder's van. Do you know what I mean? Like it's got a shower and a double bed. I live in it. Right. So today we're going to do a little bit of a different video. I'm going to show you some of the negatives to the van life thing. And one of the things I haven't seen anybody mention is keeping on top of the cleaning of it. Obviously I've got one of the bigger vans, but I'm going to do the full process behind the awning, under the solar panel, up on the roof, all the way around. It takes us usually around 3 hours. It's probably going to take us a little bit longer the day with us having to set up the camera, but in the next month or two, once the weather's a little bit better, I'm going to spend a little bit of time. I'm probably going to spend a couple of days giving the whole thing a like strip everything back, machine polish, bring all the plastics back to black. Any little bits of rust spots, as soon as the weather gets a little bit better, I'll get all of them treated. But it's England and the weather, the salt absolutely destroys old vans. And let's face it, Mercedes are known for rust. Now, one of the things I'm quite lucky with is my father's into detailing, so I've got access to his garage, his jet wash, his step ladders and everything, so I can give it a proper clean and a proper wash when I'm in the area. Again, you can see some of the little bits through here starting to show a little bit signs of weather, but it's a 2010 van, it's 15-year-old, and it's still looking all right. Right, now, if anybody's watching this who knows a little bit more about paintwork or detailing and has got some better ideas, but for the black horrible bits to get the white back, I use a little bit of TFR, sort of like a 1:10 mixture. It seems to be one of the only things I've got that actually gets all the shitty bits off, to be honest. Another thing I'll do when I pop up my father's is, well, do a bit of washing, you know what I mean? When in Rome. Oh, my dad's got a Japanese Akita, and I swear to God, the hair, you just cannot keep on top of it. Give this a bit of a pump up. This little pre-soak does do a lot of the work for you, but I do like to try and keep me stuff as clean and looked after as possible. I've definitely done the wrong setting on the washing machine, like 2 hours and 25 minutes. A little bit long, at least I'm not paying the electric bill, sorry Dad. Now when I do the roof, as you can see here, all this black streaking, this is what I have trouble with, you see, it just doesn't seem to clean off very easy. It's like a fucking workout, man. Hello, mate. I'll be. It's like you getting charged for going through a car zone and that. Aye. It's compliant.
Aye, aye.
So how am I getting a fine for something that's compliant?
It's up that vehicle has to pay a daily charge in these clean air zones, £9 in Bath.
But that's because this is wrong. Do you know what I mean? This is registered as a motor caravan. It's not a commercial vehicle. It doesn't. That's wrong.
Right.
Like the vehicle is not a van. Like it's literally, look at it. It's a big old thing, but it's a fully converted camper van. There is no way that this is a builder's van. Do you know what I mean? Like it's got a shower and a double bed. I live in it. Right, so that guy that just pulled up there's a bailiff. So I got a CAZ charge for my van in Newcastle about July last year. I fought it. It went to court. It went up to like £400. I went to court. It was reduced down to the £12.50. Now, this is a motor caravan. It's registered on the logbook as a motor caravan. It's CAZ compliant. It was one of the reasons I bought it. And I'm not paying £12.50 for a fine when it's CAZ compliant. Do you know what I mean? It's like if I got a speeding ticket for doing 150 mile an hour, it's a ridiculous thing. The van is not capable of getting a CAZ charge. It's also not capable of doing 150 miles an hour. It's a ridiculous statement. I've just had that conversation. I'll put little bits in. I did turn the camera off just out of, it's not the bailiff's fault. Do you know what I mean? He's clearly pulled up. He's looked in the van. You can see that it's a camper van. I've showed him the logbook. He sees, he's taken pictures of that, seeing that it's a motor caravan. I've showed them everything that I've got. And if anybody's ever had any experience with this or knows what I should do next, he's given us some numbers. I've got to get on to Derbyshire Council and then back to Newcastle Council. But I've done nothing wrong. And the last thing I'm going to do is non-acidic, a pH neutral wheel cleaner. Just give him a bit of a spray on, leave him on for 5-10 minutes, give it a little agitate, try and keep them nice. Takes us, without the camera, outside takes us about two and a bit hours. I was probably Vanlife people on there going, well, I go months at a time without washing it, and that's fair enough, but I come from the car scene, I look after me stuff. I've got like a bit of a show car that's all ceramic coated and all pretty, and I like to get that nice and cleaned up in the summer for the car shows. I'll do a few videos on that next, but now to do the inside, and there's a few inconveniences of that, more to do with my width and the van's narrowness. I'll show you. Right, now normally if I'm hoovering in the van and I'm out on the road and I need to do a quick bit of tidying up, I have this great little shark hoover which does an awesome little job. The battery just charges up via USB-C. That goes in there, and that's perfect for keeping on top of things when you're out and about. But since I'm at my father's house and I've got access to a bigger, better hoover, I'm gonna use that. Now, for some reason or other, that's just set my inverter off beeping, which sometimes the microwave does if you're using it a little bit too long. I have bought an upgrade, I just haven't had a chance to fit it yet. So I've just ran an extension, we'll try again. This is where the problem is with, so this is probably year wide and I'm year wide, so it's a little bit snug, but we'll manage. Right now, the bit I struggle with the most is the bathroom, and again, it's more of a size thing. I'll show you a little bit. See, this is the issue. I can't even squat down. Again, it looks really grim, but it's just dust. You gotta remember, I'm still a bloke. We're still horrible, dirty things. We'll get dusty, a bit grubby. But as long as we try and keep on top of it, that's the best we can ask for, isn't it? Alright, now the floor. That's the bathroom cleaned. I'd rather have a much bigger bathroom to clean. You think, oh, it's only small, it'll only take you 5 minutes. Yeah, but I don't fit. Another cool feature this van has is, so I have a heater vent down here. So when I have the diesel heater on, this all warms up, and I have an extractor fan there, which, oh, wrong button. So essentially, I can just let that room fill up. I'll put damp clothes in there, whatever I need, shut that, gets really nice and warm in there, stick the extractor on, gets rid of all the damp. Or if you finish having a shower, rather than the moisture going and steaming up all your windows in the van again, shut the door, pull the curtain round, leave everything on nice and hot, and it sort of dries itself. It's like a little drying room. You can even use it as a sauna, apparently, like get it nice and warm, go and sit down on the toilet and sweat it out a bit. But I'd rather just go to a sauna. That seems like a bit of a hassle, but I've got a sauna in my van, and that's a flex, isn't it? Right, now the last thing I do when I'm finished, and I'll do this quite regularly, I pick up one of these, just a car air freshener from the local garage, and basically spray that in there. Believe it or not, it seems to soak into the carpets on the walls, and the place smells like fantastic for at least a couple of days. So I always keep one of them on top of us. It's nothing worse than you went and cooked burgers or something, and now your van smells like burgers for a couple of days. So air fresheners. I also tend to use like a scented candle on the night. It's a bit girly, but I like it. And plus, it keeps a little bit of warmth in the van. Now, my intentions today was to come down, give the van a clean, and basically video my van tour where I show all the ins and outs, as I mentioned in the last one. But once I came to this point and I decided to wash it, I thought this is part of it. The point of this is showing like the good and the bad. It's not all Instagram and beautiful days. If you've watched this and gone, why is he doing it that way? I've got a much better way. Put it in the comments. I'm open. Like I'm new to this, and the last video I put up, some guy put a comment on about me windscreen covers, that I was doing that wrong. I should get externals, and that comment got deleted, but it was really helpful. So it's not constructive criticism, it's just tips and tricks between people. The community is what I love about this. So tomorrow I will start editing this tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to shoot the van tour, so hold out the next few days. I'm going to be putting videos out as often as I can. I got a good response from the first one. I was quite chuffed with it, and that sort of encourages to keep going, and I'll make at least 10, 20, see how it goes, and if I don't run out of ideas and it keeps getting a little bit of traction, I'll keep it up. But I'm enjoying it. So again, thanks, until next time.